Alright, hello everybody. So today's big excitement is Malaysia. This is actually containing the animals that I handpicked while I was over there in Kuala Lumpur at the facility, for those of you that watched the channel and saw that episode. So it's taken a lot longer for permits than it used to. It used to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now it seems like it's taking almost 5 weeks to get export permits, and because of Ramadan, that delayed some health certificates and things an extra couple of weeks. But anyway, the shipment finally is here. So let's talk about Malaysia for a moment. It's a country that there's not a whole lot of Malaysia imports coming into the U.S. at all. My supplier ships to me in the U.S. only, and occasionally I will broker a shipment to one of my customers, but for the most part, I'm in control of Malaysia, at least dealing with this one supplier. There was another pretty main supplier in Malaysia, and that little network just got in big trouble. They were found to be in violation of having animals without possession permits, without collecting permits, and then they got caught with some other questionable animals that they weren't supposed to have at all. So that network is in some trouble right now. I don't know if it's going to be able to recover or not. Those people are actually in a lot of trouble. So that's going to affect the Malaysia animals available here, especially here in the United States. These animals go to all over the world, of course, but I'm just kind of addressing the U.S. market at this point. So anyway, there's some really cool stuff in here. DM exotics. I chose the word exotics to basically promote and stress the fact that I deal in some very extreme exotic animals, and Malaysia's it. These boxes contain some very, very interesting animals, some really weird oddball stuff, and I'm going to give you guys a look at it. San Diego show's coming up, and I anticipate having as much of this at that show as possible. These animals have been at the facility in Kuala Lumpur for many, many weeks now, so they should be already very well established, and then they're going to be here for a little bit. And then, hopefully, if all goes right, I will have an unbelievable table in San Diego. So anyway, let's get down to it. You'll see a little bit of a different way that this supplier packs. Everything is individual. It's just superb packing. So it's 6 big boxes. It looks like a giant shipment, although it is a pretty good sized shipment, but the animals are just spread out and shipped just in perfect little containers. I love the way he packs. Everything always looks so fantastic. So let's get into it. So, there is some rhyme and reason here for the order of which it's packed, but essentially we have a lot of really crazy creepy crawlies. These are Scolopendra, these are Malaysian cherry red centipedes. These are going to be recupped, and it's going to be done so ever so carefully because these are quite toxic. For other inverts, I don't even know if these are really around in the U.S. market, but we have tailless whip scorpions. These are the Asian ones. These are the ones from Malaysia, obviously, so it's going to be a bit different than the other stuff that's out there, I believe, is from Africa. So anyway, that's going to be pretty interesting to be able to offer those. We have some amphibians. We have some Nasuda, some leaf-nosed frogs. There are some cinnamon tree frogs in here. I really don't want this stuff hopping all over the place, but cinnamon tree frogs. So these are the felinus, the cat geckos. Very, very big, the ones that come out of Malaysia. Sometimes I get the ones out of Indonesia, and they're very small. Malaysian stuff is really, really big. And these animals are taken such good care of. They look like they could be passed off as captive bred. The supplier is just so great at what he does. He has an awesome staff. Really, really nice, dedicated workers. They're all hobbyists among themselves as well. And so they take super, super good care of these animals, even unsupervised. They do their jobs. So it's really nice to see that. So these are gecko smithy. These are green-eyed tokay geckos. I'm not going to be taking everything out of the cups here because a lot of it is getting delivered today to my pre-order customers. So there's no sense for me to undo stuff and then redo it again. But green-eyed tokays, there's a few of them in here. Some of them sometimes are really, really big. But I just love the way he packs. Everything's individual. It's not bagged up in giant quantities, stepping all over it themselves. So I just really like the way the packing is done. So whenever I see the netting, I know that there are some rear fang snakes in there. That's how they package them up. They put all the rear fang stuff because it's technically venomous, I guess. They put it all into these little net bags here, and this is the stuff that I look forward to. It's the fun stuff. The giant. Oh, this is the good stuff right here. This is so cool. Finally, the giant toads. What's up, dude? That is great. I love these. So we're gonna have a couple of these on display at the San Diego show, and I've got lots of little guys to go with it. They will be for sale. But if you guys want to see some big amphibians, come out and check it out. All right, you guys, so fast forward a couple of days. You know, we always have really good intentions when we're doing those unboxing videos. We want to show you guys all the stuff. And we keep looking at the clock, and we're running out of time because we need to do local deliveries. We need to get stuff packed and get it over to FedEx. So we quickly run out of time. I showed you guys some of the stuff that's actually shipping out. I wanted to get that stuff on video because I wanted you guys to see it before it was gone. Not all the things that I import are for me or for my sales. So anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to kind of do a rapid fire. I'm going to show you guys quick video clips. I'm going to just flash the species name and the common name on the screen. You guys will be able to get a feel for all the weird oddball stuff that we got in the Malaysia shipment. Now remember, these animals are settling in. Most of them are feeding already. Things are looking really great. So we're going to have a bunch of this stuff at the San Diego show next weekend, plus a whole myriad of other things that have come many weeks, sometimes months prior to next weekend's date. So we're only going to be bringing the stuff that's settled in really well, established, and feeding. So let's get to the video, you guys. There's a lot to see. Let's do it. All right, so that is kind of a brief overlook at what we got in from Malaysia. It was a great shipment. Really happy with the assortment. Now, for those of you that watch the channel, you know that we were overseas arranging these shipments, and so it took some time, and the shipments are already here. Animals are settling in. I don't do unboxing videos for every single shipment, you guys, so a lot of the animals, they've already been here and they're settling in, and I only bring out what is doing really well. So it is a perfect storm. Next weekend, July 7th and 8th in San Diego, the Reptile Super Show downtown at the Concourse building. It is a perfect storm. I believe, I'm very, very confident in saying this, the table that we are going to put on is probably the most exotic table that DM Exotics has ever had. It's just perfect timing. So I'm really, really excited to bring all these species of animals that most of you guys have never even seen before. It's going to be pretty mind-blowing stuff. So I know the shows can get redundant, a lot of the mainstream stuff, but you know what? It's worth it to come out. So if you guys are local, don't miss it. And if you guys have to make a drive, make the damn drive. It's going to be worth it. It's a great show, great people, and it's downtown San Diego, so how can you go wrong with that? So that is basically it. I will put the banner for the show at the end of the video so you guys can get all the details. And thank you again for watching, and see you next weekend in San Diego. Take care, you guys.